Welcome back to Great Day Live. We've stepped into the dining room here at Federal Hill Mansion on the grounds of my old Kentucky home. We're surrounded not only by the portraits of the Rowan family, but their mint julep cups too. And you know they probably had a bourbon or two while they were in here. Ross Cornelison is with Bartons 1792. He brought the bourbon. You know, isn't it just cool to kind of be in here and think, you know, they had some bourbon and the stories that were shared around this table?
Oh, absolutely. You think of all the memories that were cherished and made over the years, over centuries in this room and in this building is pretty remarkable.
You all have a remarkable history, the oldest distillery in Bardstown. For people that come here on those tours, you're not open to tours, but your history is deep and rich.
Very. Yeah, we've been distilling on site here in Bardstown since 1879, and the longest continuously operating distillery that is here in Bardstown in Nelson County. A lot of history, a lot of the equipment and the buildings from that distillery. Not a lot exists from 1879, but most of it from the 1940s is still in use today. And we do have one cool stone wall from the 1880s that is still there, and we will never tear that down. So
one of the things that's really special to you all is that your employees are just really involved in the community, and you all are really heavily involved in Christmas and all the activities that are happening in Bardstown. Why is that kind of the core of what you all do, and why is that so important?
It's very important. So even though there are no tours, we really want to make sure that we are still a part of this great and rich community. Despite only living here for 2 years, it is a fabulous place, and you know, the distillery itself, we have a lot of events on site for employees, but we know that they are a part of the community as well, so we want to make sure that we support their activities outside of work as well. Things like the Main Street and Kentucky Bourbon Festival, amongst others. So
you guys are all over this carnival too. It's a big reason they were able to pull it off this year. Well, you did the most important thing. You brought us bourbon this morning. Thank you. Tell us about what you brought.
Yeah, so this is 1792 small batch. So this is one of many expressions we have. So this comes in at 93.7 proof, and it's just a really good blend of barrels generally up high in our rick houses. Lots of flavors of caramel, butterscotch, bananas, which comes from our yeast, and that high rye spice, which is a signature part of what we do.
This is available everywhere. You cannot do, as I mentioned, you can't do the tour or go to the visitor center, but it's so unique in what you do offer the public.
Yes, we do. We do single barrel selections on site, and it's a really rich and educational experience because the people who lead those picks are those that work in the distillery and the barrel warehouse. So, you know, you come, you pick a barrel, but you also get to learn so much about the process and the history of what we do.
Right. You said you've been here, what, just 2 years from where?
Just 2 years, originally from Indiana, but moved from Colorado to be part of everything that is Bartons 1792. It's been fantastic.
What have you thought not only of being with Bartons 1792, but about being in Bardstown, Kentucky during the holidays?
Oh, it is magical, as some people have said. We went to the parade last year, the 100th annual parade downtown, and it truly is like you're in a Hallmark movie or just in a Disney movie. It's fantastic.
And the movie's going to be filmed. There'll be a movie filming at the end of the parade this year. You need to be in a key spot with the Bartons 1792, holding it up for some product placement, maybe behind, you know, the cameras to catch it all in there. Are you still like, as you learn more and more about the history of the distillery, you must really be, what's kind of like surprised you the most about learning about the history of Bartons 1792?
Oh, so many things. I think the richness in just tradition that they have, but we also just continue to invest in that place. You know, we're never satisfied with how it is. We just want to keep on getting better, and you know, that can be working with a lot of the local contractors to improve either the distillery equipment or a big bottling house or our warehouses, but also just knowing that we want it to be there for a very long time from here on out.
Thank you so much for being a part of our show and sponsoring so many of the events that are happening this year here in Bardstown. So thank you to the entire team. If you would like to learn more, especially about that barrel pick, you want to add that to maybe your bucket list of things you'd like to do, maybe not during the holiday, maybe that's the gift you want for the holidays. Everything is linked up for you over at visit bardstown.com. If you go to that main website, all the holiday events, places to shop, places to eat, places to visit, it's all right there in one location.